Hey Leo, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Sarah and this is my channel, Serendipity Astrology and Tarot. I'm sorry I did not put out videos or the tarot readings earlier. The month of May has kind of been like a pressure cooker for me. I have a lot going on with my home and we're looking into buying a new home and possibly moving. Well, definitely moving, so I've had that going on, and then my allergies hit like a few weeks ago, and then like my sinuses like totally shut down and my lungs. So if I sound a little nasally or if I sound a little hoarse, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna stay behind the camera while I've been having like the lung and the sinus issues just for now, and we'll get back to me being in front of the camera. I think maybe, I don't know. It all depends if I really like doing it like this again. I really like to focus on the cards instead of having it be on me. Just because there's nothing wrong with being in front of the camera, but there's so much more that can be just like brought out when, you know, you're not sitting there having the focus of the camera be on you instead of the cards. I'd rather them be on the cards, especially like with these like powerhouse months that are coming up. Like the cards should be really the main focus. Okay, so this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I do recommend watching like all the corresponding signs where those houses fall if you want to get an overall picture of what's going on for you this month. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have the Death card. All right. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Death and 2 sixes. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Sun. That is your card, Leo. And we have the Three of Wands. Okay. I'm going to be pulling three cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for each row for the like Spirit, the universe's take on this deck. All right. All right, first row, we have the Canary Spirit, sing your own song. Second row, we have the Cat Spirit, claim your independence. And in the third row, we have the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. That is number 66. That number popped out to me, so I would look that up in angel number meanings and see what this means for you, because this could be of some significance. Plus, you might be seeing the number 66 this month, possibly, and I would pay attention to what's going on at that time, or maybe if you get an intuitive nudge at that time, that could be the universe trying to make that stand out to you in some way. Okay? All right, so this first row is representing the past, okay? So we have the Death card starting off with the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you've gone through a transformation. You're not the same person that you used to be. Like you're leading your life from a place where you're putting yourself in the spotlight again. I feel like you weren't doing that for a long time. Like you were putting other people's dreams and what they wanted in front of your own. And then that really isn't healthy. It is not healthy for you to put yourself completely aside for someone else, because you are also important. So I think that was the death of that. You know, you putting everyone else before yourself. Because self-love is not selfish. I'm going to say this again, and I will say it over and over again to everyone. Self-love is not selfish. It is very important, and You know, it's a part of the way you manifest things in life too. If you don't believe you deserve anything or that you're important enough for anything, how much of like the universe's gifts do you think can flow to you if you've pinched yourself off from receiving? You know, think about that. Like if you're pinched off from receiving, how many great things can really come into your life? You know, if you're not willing to let good things happen to you. Like you're shedding the light on everyone else instead of yourself. That's unhealthy. Okay, and you're way better in your light, shining in the sun, like the Leo that you are. Okay, so in the past energy, you also have the Six of Wands. So I really think, you know, in the not so recent past, you've been celebrating something. I think this is a milestone or something very big that you've done for yourself. Like maybe you took a chance and you applied for a big job, something that you thought was out of your reach, but it actually wasn't, you know, and like that you got that job and it proved to you that, you know, you have that worth. People want what you have. Like they want your skills, they want your abilities. Like they like what you bring to a group or a dynamic, you know? They like your energy. In the past energy, you also have the Six of Pentacles. You know what? So I do think that you've been finding the balance between how you give to others and how you can give to yourself. Like maybe making sure that you're taken care of first before you're giving to others. Because if you're in a place of like self-sacrifice, always giving, you're going to get to a place where you're depleted, you know, because you're not really giving to yourself. Like that giving needs to be pointed at you too. And it should technically be at you first. And there is nothing wrong with that. To clarify this row, we have the Canary Spirit. Sing your own song. So I really do think you're singing your own song. Like you have transformed your life into being where you're the star again. You know, and now you can sing your own song. And you can find that balance and you can have that celebratory energy that you totally deserve. Okay. In the present row, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the King of Cups, and you have the Nine of Swords, okay? So with the Eight of Wands, I think that you know what I think? You know what just popped into my head? That maybe the new job that you've started, like there's a lot of communication going on. Like there's a lot of back and forth. And you're really having to like double down on like your efforts and what you're doing there. Like, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Like you've really been, like, I think that there's something new coming in for you too. Like maybe a new idea is coming in. Maybe someone's bringing a new idea into you, or there might be like someone new being added into the group that you're working into or that you're a part of now. You also have the King of Cups. So I think you wrapped your mind around like the emotional stability that's needed in order for you to, you know, operate in this new life. Like, or you're finding that stability or that balance. You know, new situations, you have to create a new dynamic. Like you create a new flow to everything. And the King of Cups can find that flow. You might also be dealing with a water sign. If this is like a relationship kind of thing, I think that there is a water sign in your life that is playing a significant role. Maybe the person that you used to focus a lot of your attention on instead of you focusing on yourself. Maybe the dynamic there is changing, which is good. I mean, it has to change. In this world, if we can adapt, like it's all about adapting and changing, okay? like it's either adapt or perish. It's like most bands out there. You know, if they can't adapt and change with the times, if they stay sounding exactly the same, they technically phase themselves out if they can't find a way to keep themselves relevant. Okay, so I think you're doing the same thing. You're adapting. Like this scenario is adapting. The present, you have the Nine of Swords. You might have it like be having some sleepless nights around this, like, you know, maybe some fears and some doubts are popping up that, you know, everything's going to work like with you and around you, and that maybe you're like putting more focus and attention on yourself is a mistake, but I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. And I think this is just a passing phase of like part of the integration of the dynamic of your life changing. The universe's take, or the universe's or spirit's take on the present, you have the cat spirit. Claim your independence. You know what? I think you are claiming your independence. But it doesn't mean that that is not kind of it's a tumultuous process. You know what? You're changing the dynamic your life has been in for what, maybe like a decade? Maybe the last 20, 30 years your life has been like this, where you have focused your attention on other people instead of yourself. Maybe that's the way you have operated in relationships, and that has died and transformed. And that's great. That is amazing. And there's so much growth potential here for you guys. All right, so let's get to the third row. This is the future, or the possible future, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups. This is the cup of you divinely loving yourself. And by loving yourself, you're now open up to receive love from others, because the first person that's needed to love you this entire time has been you. Because you haven't been putting yourself first. You also have the Sun card, okay? This is your card. This is the card of Leo. The sun starts to shine on you, Leo, and you're in your place of power. And you can radiate like you just get to shine being yourself again and knowing what that means. Maybe you've never known what that means. Maybe you've never known what it means to be your true ultimate self. And now you're finally getting there. In the future, the possible future, you also have the Three of Wands. So, waiting for your ships to come in. I don't think you're going to be waiting that long. I don't think so. I think the ships start coming in with this new dynamic change that happened because of the transformation that you made in your internal focus, being on yourself instead of others. You also, well, the universe or spirit's take on this row for the future, you have the White Raven spirit. Trust in the magic, okay? There is a certain amount of magic around you being in your power, filling your own cup, letting the sun shine on you, and like being able to just radiate who you are and not be unapologetic about it. You know, I'm not saying go out there and hurt people or anything, or like, you know, be totally rude all the time, but you know, there's a way to nicely put yourself first. And I think you're finding that balance. And I think this King of Cups, this water sign that you're dealing with, I think he's like, he or she, you know what, there's no gender in tarot. So whoever this partner is, I think that they're learning to adapt with it too. And I think they're changing as well. There's a lot going on for water signs right now. So it's more of them coming into their own too, because they're gonna be doing kind of the same thing you are, but that is a good thing. Like, it's a dynamic where everyone can express themselves as they are. And that is freaking fantastic. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I will see you again soon, okay, guys? All right. Bye, Leo.